Your presentation tonight will be judged a little differently. Each group will be judged based on the quality of their story, play, and wardrobe.
Welcome to Team Iconics, titled Chituga. Growing up in the 50s, I was the youngest of two brothers. It was one of these days of play, barefoot in the fields, behind our house, when we saw a girl stuck in the gutter. We asked her what happened, but all we got in response were signs with her hands and no words. It was then we realized she was a mute and could not speak. 2 years flew by, and soon it was my turn to join my brother in secondary school. Upon returning to my room, I decided to write a letter to Chituga, telling her how I have always felt about her since we met in the fields all those years ago. Just as I completed my last sentence, there was a sound of a loud bang. Once we got outside, there was a lot of chaos and commotion. Amidst all this, I saw a Billy jump onto the back of a moving truck. I began to scream even louder as the truck drove off. It was a sunny Wednesday morning, and I was in my office at the Army headquarters when I received intelligence that a political activist named Ebele had been taken into custody by the military police for obstructing an army convoy. I then returned to the seat in front of my brother and asked him again why he abandoned me. That he was my hero, yet he left me behind for Chituga. And then he mentioned yet again that he knows that she is in love with me and that she always has been, even up until now. And that she became an investigative reporter in order to search for me. The sergeant came back into my office with a camera, writing material, and a firearm. As I saw the firearm, I instantly felt that they were spies from the invading forces, and then ordered him to execute any of them if they were not cooperating with us. In that instant, he gets up and reaches for his pocket, and out of reflex, I pick up my weapon and shoot him. One of my men came in and said the female journalist was not speaking and not cooperating. I instantly ordered they execute her. And in that moment, it hit me. What if the lady was my lost love? I instantly ran out to where my men had held them up. The lady was her. This is what my love had led me to. Killing the two most important people in my life. And now, as I was about to kill myself, this is my suicide letter.
We are the Anomalies, and the title of our play is Broken Misfit. The people prepared to celebrate the return of their prince, Ekene, who traveled to the Western world to acquire the white man's knowledge. But instead of the trade the king asked him to learn, Ekene fell in love with music. Ekene is faced with the truth that his music career may never see the light of day. He decided to get even with his father, the king, for killing his dream even before it started. Prince Ekene was on a mission to be everything his father stood against. The king, furious, banned the prince from leaving the palace premises until he became of good character. The prince heard a familiar melody while taking a stroll and traced the voice to the wash area. He saw Kafilat and realized that she was the same maiden who had the beautiful voice he had heard earlier. As the days went by, the bond between the prince and Kafilat grew stronger. But despite their best effort to keep it a secret, the palace grew suspicious. The queen made her way to a neighboring village to consult with the native doctor for a solution. Suddenly, she rose as if in a trance, and in a fluid motion, she picked up her belongings and left the palace.
The king summons Ezenwanyị to the palace to treat the ailment that plagued his wife. 3 days later, Ezenwanyị arrives at the palace with her apprentice, who has been learning under her for some months now. More than happy to have at least found her, she turns around, and as soon as they lock eyes, the prince knows she's come back to him.
This is a story called 1959 by the Indelibles. On a cold, rainy night in Nigeria, Celebrations of Olaoluwa's return are starting to take place. Ola catches a glimpse of her childhood friend, Chinedu Okafor, the son of her father's driver. In the midst of the excitement and bliss, both eyes lock from across the dance floor.
Welcome, family and friends. I am well pleased with my daughter, and so I declare we have a toast to the newly engaged couple and the growth of my family.
How could he do this to me? Why would he not ask me? I don't even love Michael. The night before Ola's departure was one she will never forget. Chinedu had arranged a celebration meal in London. Ola pulls her head to one side and leans in to kiss Chinedu. As they're about to lock lips, he halts.
I'm sorry, I can't do this. I really can't do this.
Tears begin to fill her eyes as she cries herself to sleep. She hears a sound from her bedroom window. Ola quickly rushes to the window in confusion.
It's me, Chinedu. Sure. Look at me, Ola.
Why did...
Chinedu lifts her up and off they go to begin their lovely love life.
And the winning group is the Iconics.
Yes! Yes!